Why are we going towards it?
So that's Bono then?
Yeah, Dad. Peraí, vou ver se a gente escuta de novo. Oh, meu Deus do céu, velho, meu Deus.
Casey Nolan from Mindseed TV and his friend Colton set out for a terrifying adventure in the dense woods of Rodney, Mississippi, to revisit an abandoned ghost town infamous for its eerie paranormal activity. What began as an unsettling ghost hunt, after hours of trekking through the darkening woods, they spot a faint glow in the distance.
Hey, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. What is that? Shh. There's a f***ing fire up there. There's somebody out there, bro. Hold on. Here, hold this for a second. Wait, bro, hold this for a second. I'm gonna turn on the night vision, wait. Out here right now.
An isolated campfire. When they use night vision binoculars to get a closer look, they see a man standing near the fire, holding an axe.
There's somebody there. Why are we going towards it? Oh, he turned the fire off. Oh my God. Just gone. No, cut the camera. Let's go.
The moment the man notices them, he snuffs out the flame and stares directly at them, despite the pitch-black darkness. Shaken, they push on.
We just saw someone in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere.
Flat the out.
And
I did not sign up for the at all.
Making their way deeper into the forest toward the abandoned town. But as they press forward, their fear escalates when they catch sight of another shadowy figure slipping through the
I think we're
trees,
coming up, though.
confirming their worst fear.
Mine's dying, too. Wait.
get down.
There's someone else up there. Someone just ran across this fucking street. Where are we supposed to go then? Shh, I hear something. Wait. We need to move. Dude, let's go left.
Seeking refuge, they take shelter in an old church that had been the site of strange paranormal activity during their last visit, hoping for some safety. Inside the church, they try to use their ghost hunting equipment to communicate with spirits, but the tension in the air only grows. Suddenly, the entire church begins to shake as if hit by an earthquake, sending them into a full panic.
What the f*** was that? I've never heard anything like that in my life.
Dude, that was way more than I...
We need to find our way back to the car, like now.
Yeah,
I'm ready to get out of here.
I don't even know where.
We gotta go back that way in the woods. No. Hey, what the f?
Realizing they have no choice but to leave, they rush to find their car, only to discover a fallen tree blocking their way. As they try to move it, Colton spots a figure sprinting toward them from the darkness.
Get back in.
In a frantic rush, they drive away, hearts pounding,
Bro, I think
but the sinister feeling stays with them long after they escape the woods. In the early hours of August 21st, 2023, a man was making his way back to his campsite after a long day of exploring the dense woods.
I go camping in a forest that's about an hour and a half north from where I live. The reports about this forest have been crazy, all types of activity there, all types of cryptids spotted there. But there was something even more terrifying waiting for me in that forest than any of that. Tonight's episode is terrifying, and it's an experience I certainly don't want to relive.
The road was unsettlingly quiet, but as he walked, an uneasy sensation began to creep over him, like something was silently following his every step. He stopped and scanned the darkness.
I hear gunshots. That's gunshots. I hear gunshots coming from over there. Oh, that's never good. Alright, we are back, and I hate to be this guy, dude. I almost didn't even want to say it, but while the camera was off, of course, I know I'm gonna hear it in the comments. I heard some sort of weird, like, sound coming from that way. It sounded like, I don't know what it sounded like. It's nothing I've ever heard before. Something really weird, like a chattering sound almost. But there's no animal that I know of that makes that sound. All right, we got Spirit Talker on. See if we get some. See if we get anything.
In the dim light, only two glowing eyes were visible, reflecting the faint beam. His heart pounded as he realized the creature was unnervingly tall and stood completely still, its eyes locked on him.
Hello? I don't know what that was. I think it was just an animal, but... it's just really, really weird.
He couldn't make out any other details, and the uncertainty of what it could be made the moment even more terrifying. After what felt like an eternity of tense silence, he sprinted back to his campsite, heart racing, and luckily reached safety. The creature was never seen again. On September 29th, 2024, Ryan, the popular YouTuber behind Middy Go Wild, ventured out on a solo camping trip in the Tranquil Peak District National Park in England. It wasn't until several days later, while going through his footage, that he discovered something deeply unsettling.
I don't know what to say, Phil. The original plan to this video was to do...
While editing, Ryan was startled to hear a faint, chilling sound, what unmistakably sounded like a child's laugh, coming from just outside his tent. At the time, he had no idea it was happening. On September 4th, 2024, Chemos, a popular Spanish YouTuber known for his daring wilderness investigations, set out on another adventure with his friends Jafinho and Jada in the heart of Spain's remote forests. They were looking for the perfect camping spot when something chilling stopped them in their tracks before they could even begin.
Pera aí, vou ver se a gente escuta de novo. Oh, meu Deus do céu, velho, meu Deus. Meu Deus do céu.
As they ventured deeper into the darkening woods, they suddenly heard a woman's voice, pleading for help. The air grew heavy with tension as they tried to make sense of what was unfolding around them. With no cell phone signal in this isolated area, they knew they couldn't just leave. They had to find her no matter the risk.
Peraí.
Olha aí, velho.
É pra cá. Mano. Calma, tô indo pra lá.
Shouting into the darkness, they got no response. But then, from deep within the forest, they heard something else, a faint, unsettling cough.
Peraí, vamos fazer silêncio de novo pra ver se a gente... Peraí, chefinho, peraí, vamos ver se a gente escuta de novo, peraí.
Parece que tá tão perto.
Pra lá.
Tá bem fechada a moto aqui. Não, tem que olhar pra baixo, onde eu tô andando. Não, é, mas... Cara, aí.
Ó. Moça!
Moça! Tem um negócio aqui, velho.
O que tu achou?
Tem um negócio aqui, velho. Tênis, mano. Um pé de tênis aqui, ó.
What they discovered next was more horrifying than they had imagined. Tied to a tree, barely conscious and too weak to speak, was the woman. The hours of captivity had drained her.
Olha aqui,
Onde, cara?
Moça do céu! Meu Deus do céu, velho! Meu Deus do céu! Moça! Meu Deus!
But she managed to explain what had happened. A man with a gun had attacked her that morning on her way to work. He robbed her, dragged her into the forest, tied her up, and left her for dead. By now, it was past midnight. She had been there for hours, praying someone would come to save her. The woman told them that the man had promised to return, making it clear they had to leave immediately. With no time to lose, they scrambled to find their way back to the car, hoping to escape before the man came back. They called the police, who arrived soon after to take over. While it's still unclear whether the attacker has been caught, one thing is certain. The woman would carry the trauma of that terrifying night for the rest of her life. On August 29th, 2024, Yasko, a fearless YouTuber known for his daring explorations, set out on an adventure that would test his limits.
It was the scariest night of my entire life.
As night fell, the forest seemed to come alive with unseen forces, and Yasko, determined to face whatever haunted the woods, prepared to spend the night alone in his camper, when he suddenly heard a series of tapping sounds.
I'm gonna take the keys out of the ignition. Okay. All right. Can you give me some sort of sign to let me know that you are here with me? Okay, I heard tapping over there and then tapping over here.
And Yasko knew he couldn't ignore it any longer. With nerves rattling, he opened the camper door and stepped outside into the pitch-black forest.
Making sure there's nothing out here that, like, I heard tapping, like, in the back of the van and then in the front as well. I definitely heard that, if that's what you're talking about. Motion? Okay. Literally not a sign of anything out here.
But as his eyes adjusted to the darkness, he saw nothing. The woods were completely still. Not a rustle, not a sound. Just the heavy, oppressive silence. Yet, something felt off. The hairs on the back of his neck stood on end.
I have this strange feeling that something or somebody's watching me. Bro, it sounded like somebody was just charging at me right there. Ah! Bro! The gunshot! Bro, what the fuck is going on here? Oy vey. Yasko no likey.
He had the unmistakable sensation of being watched. Then, from deep within the forest, came the unmistakable snap of a twig. The forest felt alive, as though the trees themselves were closing in around him. With his heart pounding in his chest, he rushed back to his camper, hoping to find safety. But just as he was about to lock himself inside, another terrifying twist unfolded. A flashlight beam cut through the darkness outside his van, briefly illuminating the trees. Someone was out there, alone.
The fuck? What the fuck was that? Yo. The fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Guys, I'm gonna keep it fucking low right now. I'm just gonna keep it really low. I don't have my shoes on. At this point, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to just start flying down this fucking road.
A vehicle sped off into the night, its headlights slicing through the dark. Yasko stood frozen, his mind reeling. Who was driving? Was this person somehow connected to the eerie events that had unfolded so far? A lion pride has gathered just outside your tent. You hear their deep growls and the rustle of movement in the dark. The only barrier between you and these powerful predators is the thin, flimsy fabric of your tent. Then, the unimaginable happens. The alpha lion, a massive force of nature, tries to push its way into one of the tents. Your heart stops as the group freezes in terror. But in a twist of fate, part of the tent collapses onto the lion, startling it and causing the predator to retreat into the night. In stunned silence, you and your companions sit, adrenaline coursing through your veins. 30 long minutes drag by as you wait motionless, praying the lions will move on. At last, the pride finally disappears, leaving behind only the eerie stillness of the night. But as the danger fades, a chilling thought remains. You had narrowly escaped something far worse. Imagine the fear in that moment. You're surrounded by some of the most dangerous animals on Earth. Every sense is heightened, and you're left wondering, do you stay completely still, praying they lose interest? Or does panic overtake you, making it impossible to remain calm? In the wild, survival is never guaranteed. 1 minute, the world is peaceful, and the next, it's a battleground for your life. This close call is a haunting reminder of how unpredictable nature can be. It's easy to take safety for granted in the comfort of everyday life, but out there, anything can happen. Sometimes it's the smallest unexpected twist, a collapsing tent, a moment of luck, that makes the difference between life and death.